Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Titan 54D, a Russian-ish medium tank. I mean, it's not Russian, it's a Blitz Nation vehicle, but let's be real, it's called the Titan 54D. In other words, the T-54. This vehicle is a weird combination of like a T-54 Mod 1 and a T-54 lightweight. It's got the turret of a 54 lightweight. Really, everything else is not even closely similar. The hull armor on this tank is surprisingly good at around like 200-ish millimeters thick, which is strong. I mean, that's good enough to get bounces from a lot of tier 8 tanks, especially if you just wiggle it and angle it like your life depends on it. Most of the time it does. It also features a very cool consumable called Dynamic Armor System. This will not only negate 10% of the damage you receive, but it's going to give you, you can see armor that slides from the back of the turret to the front, and it's also going to make the frontal little colored bits turn into a pike nose. Overall, a really cool design. I think the vehicle's actually pretty solid as well. Really good alpha at 310, standard pen 217, premium pen 297. It's got decent damage per minute, 7 degrees of gun depression. There's nothing wrong with this vehicle, except the price tag right now at 15,000 gold. It's not worth the price. It's that simple. Just don't buy this vehicle for 15,000 gold. It's an okay medium, but I would say if you're going to be smart with your money, wait for it to get to around 8,000, 7,000 gold, that area. Especially as I've talked about in the past, the Blitz Fair is rolling around very soon, and the Blitz Fair has the opportunity to usually get you triple your gold value for whatever you spend your money on, so that way, let's say if you spend $100 in the Blitz Fair, and then you have, I don't know, 110k gold in your account, this vehicle for 15k gold, if you waited, you know, a couple months later, might come out for a really cheap price tag, and you can get it then. That's what I'd suggest to do. It's a much smarter way of saving money than just dropping it on a tank that you're probably not going to play all too much. Now, is the Titan 54D good? I think it's really good, actually. I have a over 90% win rate with around 30 battles in the vehicle, which is pretty solid, but to be fair, I did platoon with Fatness during a live stream last time I played this tank for the majority of the games, as I think he was live streaming it when it came out, and I hopped on either his live stream or vice versa, I don't remember. Either way, that's definitely a reason to why my statistics are probably very solid to Super Unicums platooning. So, what do we have on the enemy team? We got a Defender Mark 1, IS-3, Pershing, Tiger 2, AMX M445, SU-152, and a Smasher. I hope that was really, really, like, loud in ASMR. I really do. So, you can see the tank isn't very fast. It goes 50 kilometers per hour as a top speed. It's not slow. I mean, it's got a decent power to weight, but it definitely trades a bit of mobility to gain that armor, which is honestly understandable. I mean, if you take a look at a vehicle like the T-54 Mod 1, yeah, that tank's not really fast at all. It's in fact quite slow. Now, the turret armor on this vehicle is not anything amazing, as you can see, so that is one thing you got to be a little worried about, but if we move our armor to the front, then a vehicle like this Pershing is actually probably going to struggle to pen us. There you go. Another fantastic shot, by the way, into the enemy Pershing, and look at that. We got a bounce for 400. Not exactly sure what bounced us. I would take a guess at, like, the SU-152. Yeah, I would definitely say the SU, probably sitting in that back bush, bounced us. And you can see it was right on our turret cheek, and because we were running that spaced armor, we actually managed to get the bounce. So, I'm trying to think of what I want to do right now. We know the SU's in the back. I know that my 1390 is kind of... Oh, it's not the SU. It's an IS-3 camping. Interesting. Let's get a nice shell into his vehicle. 290 damage right there. You can see the alpha working pretty well. So, what are we going to do? Well, I definitely want to clear this guy, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. There you go. Nice clear. Let's back up from the defender. Hopefully we can use some of our armor against him, but it looks like he's actually not too fixated on us, which means, boom, there you go. Nice 330 tap, and look at that. AMX bounces us right on the frontal armor. I'm telling you, the armor on this tank is surprisingly good for the vehicle it is. Now, the Defender Mark 1 will probably pen us most shots. It is a Defender after all. But he's dead now, so I don't think we have to worry. You got an IS-3 off to the side. IS-3's got pretty good pen, but we're going to put on that frontal armor consumable, and he would have rolled us much higher previously. But look at that. We're getting bounces from that AMX. Pretty decent pen on that gun, I should point out. There's another nice tap into the IS-3, 338 damage as well. This is just where the tank feels really, really solid. There you go. He, again, would have normally probably rolled us an extra 50 damage there. I'm not exactly sure how much extra, but we got a nice little bit of a damage decrease. Then we get a nice shell into the IS-3. We're up to 2,700 damage dealt, and you can see where this tank is nice. I mean, the IS-3 is a really good gun when it comes to penetration, but the fact that the armor on this tank works pretty solid, plus the fact that, like, any tank with less than 200 pen isn't gonna really be cutting through your front, especially if you're running that consumable. It's pretty dang nice. So, let's see. This SU-152, I have no clue where the guy is. I mean, yeah, interesting. Why are you over here? Now, it's possible he's just going to HE me, but I don't think the HE would kill me. I don't think he HE'd me. No, he actually penned me in the hatch. Well, I guess that's just really bad luck. But it doesn't change the fact that we did pretty good anyway. So, yeah, I really, really enjoy playing in the Titan 54D. But as I said, don't spend your money on it. Just because it's a fun vehicle to play, you know how many times I played it in the last 30 days? 0. The only time I play it is when I see that there's a video on it, or a video that I could make on it, which is today. So the next time I play this tank will be in another months or so, you know? So it's definitely not a rememberable tank. But there you go, 3,000 damage dealt. Let's do one more battle, see if it goes as well. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, overall, really, really fun vehicle. Alright, here we are, second battle, and this is actually a pretty solid lineup again. When it comes to Tier 7, vehicles like the Annihilator, KV-3, Sphere, aren't really going to be able to pen me that easily frontally. But the Tank Destroyers definitely will. Same for the medium, because it is a Titan 54D, but that'll be good. We'll actually be able to showcase the armor profile while fighting it, so 2 birds with 1 stone. I didn't really think it was that necessary to showcase the armor profile in today's video, down to the simple fact that, as I said, I don't think it's worth the price. I mean, yeah, if you can afford to buy this tank, then you can probably just take a look at Armor Inspector or Blitz Hanger or anything to really quickly take a look at the armor profile. But as I said, the whole front plate's about 190, so just think of it like that. Either way, let's try and use that gun depression. 7 degrees over the side, only 5 over the front. So you can see here that our gun depression is a little bit less than when we turn it to the side, it goes down a lot more. There's a nice shot into the Sphere, though. Thank you very much for 300 of your hit points. And we chill here. Reloading. Okay, now the Sphere is actually at a really good spot for us to shoot, and unfortunately, yeah, you can see we got buttered right through my lower plate there. I am unfortunately alone here, it appears. I'm hoping that my team will get here eventually, but at least right now, this looks like pain. Get over here, you poobs. Let me back up very quickly. Now, the Ag Tiger is a big threat. I mean, obviously, the Ag Tiger has ridiculous DPM, and you can see right there a good example of the armor. Now, unfortunately, my Annihilator wasn't allowing me to back up, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to cut to the side like this, use my gun depression on his vehicle, and there you go. The IS-3 Defender is not a very smart player. Yeah, big unfortunate there. Let's aim it on the Ag Tiger's lower plate. Because we've got a nice alpha, we are able to clear him. Hopefully our Annihilator pens the shots. Come on. Yeah, he did actually. He did pen the shots. Sweet. Okay. Let's get a nice pen ourselves onto the Titan's upper plate, and the Annihilator rams him to death. So as you can see, it's not a vehicle you should be YOLOing in, but against a vehicle like the Sphere, not only do I have more alpha, more DPM, but I mean, this is just where the Titan will literally laugh in a player's face like this Sphere. So let's just aim at an HE, and boom. Okay, you know what? That was a bad shot for me, I'm going to be honest. I could have done a bit better there. Annihilator is going to take the block. I'm just going to push to this guy's side. Goodbye. And that means all that's left is the Tank Destroyer, and we've got 2 heavies. Okay, now the T-28 is basically a heavy all on its own, so I'm expecting it to be at least somewhere in the back over here. I guess we'll find out, but I'm gonna keep on going. Hello? Anybody here? Knock, knock. Oh, there's the T-28. You can see the aiming time is actually pretty quick on the vehicle. Like, sure, it's not the most accurate gun, but it's actually not bad. Like, that's the thing that I'm always surprised when it comes to this vehicle, is that its gun is actually decently accurate for all things considered. Now, as you can see, I put on my reactive spall whatever thingy-majigger, and we actually got some pretty decent bounce there. And then we get a nice heat overmatch into the enemy T28 there because this thing actually has really, really good pen, as we talked about before. Annihilator just fired, which means we can also load heat onto his vehicle, get a nice max roll, overmatch him. And at this point in time, our team's actually not doing all too well. That's not good. That's not good at all. We got the T28 off to the side, who we're going to load in a heat shell for. There you go. Another nice tap. And the T28 only goes 20, so I'm just going to drive away. I don't really want to fight that vehicle. Sure, I may have more mobility, but I don't have more alpha than him, and I don't have more hit points than him. T28 actually has a lot of HP after one of the later updates when Wargaming buffed its hit point pool. Now, this could be a mistake what I'm doing here. He might pull around the corner any second, but looks like we made the right decision. I'm going to go this way and then try and get behind them. Now, all we have left is the T25AT, who is apparently taking L's, which really sucks. Please do not lose to the IS-3. T25, I beg of you, bro. Oh my god, he's bouncing him again. This is not good. This is not good. Okay, we got the T28 over here. We also got the Annihilator. Let's get a nice pen onto his vehicle. And with that, we're doing okay. I mean, we got to reload a little bit more here. Come on, back up, T28. Come on. Keep backing up. Yep. No, that's not good. And there goes my teammate, which really, really sucks. There you go. Nice shot into the enemy T28, which is good news. That is very, very good news. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive over here. I don't think he actually has the gun elevation to hit us, so there you go. Nice pen into his vehicle. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down and head over towards base B, because base B is the only way they're going up in base capture. I do want to double check this spot over here just to make sure that the IS-3, we can detect him, keep on going, keep on going. I don't worry about base cap at this point because, I mean, all I need to do is get in this base. And there you go. Now they have no base cap going for them. So at this point, we are winning this battle. Both of us are one-shots, and I am in a medium. I'm actually going to put on my reactive just because it does give me a bit better frontal armor. Let's go this way. I know that the IS-3 is obviously not at A because he would have been in the base. So I'm just going to go this way, and done. Perfect. Look at that. We won this battle. Pretty tricky game, but we were able to come out with a victory in the end and showcase the Titan 54D. So let's see how we ended up doing. 4,583 damage. That'll definitely be a golden M. Thank you very much, Wargaming. And, yeah, I mean, that's pretty solid. You can see from the couple games I played in it today, which was only 3, I averaged 3,000 damage, won all 3 battles, pretty solid, and that means statistically I am going 93% in the vehicle for 30 battles, so pretty solid. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!